So, good afternoon, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to this webinar on this crisp winter afternoon. As New Year is just around the corner, we remember that true growth is a continuous journey, and so is our gathering today. For this exciting webinar hosted by University Business School, Chandigarh, in collaboration with Deltron Technologies, on the topic latest HR technologies used by companies today, we embark on a journey into the future of HR, where cutting edge technologies are transforming the way we attract, engage, and retain top talent. And to guide us on the same, we have our esteemed speaker of the day, Ms. Shweta Yadav, a seasoned professional with over 10 years of experience in crafting strategic leadership hiring strategies at Wipro, a global IT powerhouse. Ms. Shweta Yadav, a deputy manager at Wipro, is more than just an HR leader. She is a talent magnet with a keen eye for potential and passion for innovation. She has superheaded the recruitment of top executives who drive growth and shape the future of Wipro. She has dedicated herself to understanding the pulse of leadership hiring by partnering closely with the senior leaders to decipher their specific needs and craft strategic sourcing plans and execute the recruitment process from start to finish. With great pleasure, I now invite our esteemed speaker of the day, Ms. Shweta Yadav, to take the stage and share their insights with us.
Thanks, Chirag. It was well explained about my introduction. If I'm audible to everyone,
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
all right. Thank you so much. So here, Chirag has already explained about myself, given a good introduction. I mean, the detailed introduction about myself. But just in a short, I would explain again. That today I've been joined by Delstron Technologies, and it's really a honor for me. I have been invited as a guest lecturer for giving my personal experience regarding different HR practices, the trend of HR, what we have as in with the help of latest technologies, that how the companies are growing nowadays. So before starting, myself, Shweta Yadav, as Chirag has already, given my introduction. I have completed my MBA from Kanpur Institute of Technologies, and that is in 2010. After that, I started my career from one of the consulting firm. So I worked there for almost 1 year. I mean, that was a very challenging journey, start of my career, and after that, I moved into one of the print media. So I had a very diversified experience and overall journey, where in print media I got an opportunity to learn more over toward the HR, different HR activities. And other than that, I worked on some part of recruitment, but majorly I was aligned for HR processes, which is toward the operations side, as well as different business partnering activities where I was moreover involved. So I worked there almost again 1 year. After that, I moved into the mid-sized company that's called ACS Global Tech Solution. I had a very good journey. I worked there for almost 8 years. And I have worked with the various teams. I've learned into the training and development part, learn on a different HR journalist part, business partner, talent acquisition. I have leaded a multiple team, almost 10 plus people I've leaded over there. And after that, I got opportunity from Wipro. So at present, I'm working at Wipro as a strategic leadership partner. So where my role is moreover taking care of strategic hiring requirements there. Okay, so when it comes to my hobbies and interest, I like traveling. I like playing badminton, spending, time with my family. So these are basic hobbies what I have. And I must say I'm little foodie in terms of interest. So I like sweets and all. So these are things what I have in terms of hobbies and interest areas and all. Now, so moving to the slide, what we have, since I got opportunity today to, I'm invited as a guest speaker. I've been appeared as a guest speaker for various other college. Recently, I had a seminar at one of the college. That was my previous college, which is in Kanpur itself. So I went there, and there was a lecture related to the personality development part. Today, as per the session which we have, I'm sharing my slide before starting and having a discussion on it. Just let me know once it is visible to everyone. Hope this is visible to everyone.
Yes, it is.
All right. So today we have a topic of HR technologies used by companies today. So this session will be moreover based on the trend we follow, because whenever we are growing with the organization, or probably we have our growth prospects, we are the kind of looking forward to grow with the corporates, then we have to understand the current trend also, that how the companies are growing, what is basically the current culture, and what we need to follow, and how. I mean, until unless you are not aware about those technologies, you are not aware about the culture, you will not be able to cope up with those organizations. So it's always required to go with the trend, just go with the flow. So now, starting with this topic, there are a few agenda where I'm going to just cover with this topic, which is called what is HR tech? Because when we are talking about the different HR technologies, so first it is very much important to understand what exactly the HR technologies, human resource technologies, basically, where we are going to be discussed in little detail. And then there would be there would be some example how HR technology is used with the various organization, what exactly the purpose and where they are basically going to be held with the organization when we talk about the HR technologies. The third agenda would be a trend of HR technologies used by companies. So, as we all aware that now we are moving from the trend of working from the offices to work from home culture as well. We have a hybrid model. So after COVID-19 came, all of a sudden we have adopted lots of technology. Although we have been in the process of adopting lots of technologies, but there was certain scenario where we were bounded to just adopt the quick culture of moving the in office work to completely on the going on a offline work. So that was the need of us, and everybody has adopted that, and now we are feeling that we are well versed with those technologies. We are there's a no impact on the business, I must say. Even there are certain area we talk about the productivity has been improved while using all those technologies, because the works are more organized, more collaborative by the use of those technologies. So now as we are moving to the starting with the what is HR tech. So when we are talking about HR tech, or probably we can call it human resource technology. So basically this term used for whatever the software and hardware technologies components we are using here. So how these software and hardware, basically how they are helping us, they are basically automating the whole process, making this HR operation process more simple for us, by which we can use it easily. We can collaborate with easily. We can just connect with easily and provide a better employee experience. So when we talk about employee, we are well connected. Although we are working virtually, still we are well connected. How this is just because of those technologies, because we are completely moved toward the cloud based technologies. There's a lots of the ways of connecting people. Internal technologies, internal software are there. Internal I must say the connect platforms are there. Let's take example of Microsoft Team. So this is also one of the important tool every organization have, though it was already available, but the use of this tool, it has been increased by every employee, and we can easily connect through a video. We can have all the meetings here, and this make our process easy without wasting certain time in the travelings and all, right? This is something that has been improved by day. People are getting more used to for the uses. Initially, it was little difficult because people were not so used to for those technologies. They were not feeling much comfortable. But as soon as they got to know the uses, as soon as they got to know their benefits of uses, how it is saving our time, how we are connected with this thing, then they have adopted all those culture. Because in some other area they are improving, they are saving their time, they have a more work life balance, they are able to spend more time with the families. So how this is HR, I mean the human resource technology is going to help to the people. And that is the most important thing, that now the whole culture has been changed with the organization. We are not a simple HR where we are just only doing a recruitment. We are not just working on the paper, we are not making our files. There are lots of software available in the market where we, with the help of those software, we can easily improve our overall processes. We can be a more organized, more data oriented. So these software basically helping us to work on all the area. Moving to our next thing, the examples of how human resource technology is used. So when we are talking about human resource, so there's a lots of challenges when we talk about the human resource, because it is not limited with the recruitment, because probably few people aware about the recruitment process, the hiring. Whenever we talk about the recruiter, we say this is a HR. So only recruiters are not HR. There's a lots of area where HR are aligned. They have lots of things to do other than recruitment, other than onboarding. So basically, other than hiring process, they are involved into the payroll management process as well. They are involved into the travel and expense management as well. There are lots of things. We have onboarding process of the HR, right? So when we talk about the onboarding, so whenever we hire any new employee in the organization, so what we do, there's a certain process to onboard employee where we complete certain number of the formalities related to filling up forms and filling up creating a database of all those employee. But earlier what we were doing, we were very doing all the paperwork kind of thing that we have been taking care. As a use of HR technologies, we have moved completely from the paperwork toward the ATS and different software what we have internally in the organization. So in the payroll process, there are certain employee, the mid-sized companies, even if you'll take example of different mid-sized organization, the corporates, the bigger corporates also. So everyone nowadays well versed with the technologies, and they are moving to the culture of adopting different kind of ATS or different payroll software. So how the payroll software works, they basically collect all the data of the employees related to their attendance management, how in time, out time, and they are calculating all the process basis on their salaries. They are creating their payroll on the monthly basis or annual payroll, whatever we have. So this HR technologies already made the task of payroll people more easy. And here the accuracy of the process are again more. When we talk about the working and the time, of course it has reduced the time also what we have been taking earlier, calculating manually or probably using only Excel. Because earlier people were using Excel and they were just calculating everything over the Excel part. The second, what we talk about, the travel and expense management. This is very important part of the organizations, because there are lots of, there is a certain specific department what we have. Those are taking care of the lots of travel part, expenses part. So with the help of HR technologies, we are able to improve these areas as well. It makes easy to calculate all the expenses that we had, and whatever the invoices we have, it has been paid on time or not, if it is related to the vendors. So this is also making our life easy. The third is related to the talent management. Now, when we talk about the talent management, this is a very larger segment of the HR technology. So nowadays, if you'll see the past, how we were working into the past, it was majorly what we were doing. We were just working on the database that was related to the Naukri. Now we are not limited with the Naukri portal. This is basically a job board. When we talk about the job board, there's a various job boards like a Naukri.com. We have a Monster, we have a Shine, we have IIM's jobs, and there's a multiple that we have a Indeed also. So there's a lots of job boards are available in the market. But when we are using all those job boards, so this there are certain ATS also in the organization. Those are helping to the organization basically to organize whole data coming from various job boards in the one place. Because earlier what we were doing, we were maintaining all the records over the Excel, or probably we were making manually also. Sometime we are recording our entries, we were making all those, the database creations and all. But now we are well automated. The whole cycle of the recruitment, whole cycle of the talent management, basically it we are using a different ATS. Those are basically for the process of employee, I mean whenever hire to fire process. So basically, these ATS are used for the all these stages of the employee. Starts from their hiring process to their exit process. This again make whole recruitment cycle very easy. What we can do it, like we can just with the help of these ATS, we can just attract the pools from the various job board also in the one place. And again, basis on I mean the users of ATS, we can just uh, look at the all application what we have. We can just download uh, different database also. We can download different reports also to see the progress of the hiring, to see what exactly the counts we have, the closers and everything. So this is again, one of the important tool that organization nowadays using. And they have an employee referral software also. So there are certain when we talk about the ATS or HRIS, so basically they already have this features. And the bigger organization, when we talk about like a Wipro and some other competitor of Wipro's, TCS and all, so these bigger companies basically they have internal software available. So starting from their hiring process, they are using those software. They are inviting applications from their software. They have proper requisitions IDs, so whenever any job boards are coming, they have made process very, these softwares are making process very easy. How many number of openings we have with the organization, and based on that they are attracting the pools from the with the help of job boards. Like we nowadays we are other than job boards, we are very much connected on the social media as well, social platforms, where we are able to attract the pool. We are able to just help people just close the requirements. So LinkedIn is also very much helpful pool, or probably I must say a platform, a source where we can just attract the people in terms of the hiring perspective. This is also a very trending, I must say, it's a very trending tools what we have in terms of the hiring. And we are using these basically sources through ATS and employer referral softwares also, which is for the internal employee referrals. Because there are certain cases employee wanted to refer people. So what happened? There's a certain challenges. We have a different employees, and we have some candidate, probably two employees are referring a same candidate. So there would be a conflict. To ensure we are getting and the everybody is benefited with the associated referral programs or referral benefits what we have, they should have a fair the benefits from the organization. To ensure all those process, we already have a referral organization adopting the process to using a different referral softwares as well. And these referral softwares, basically it's not a separate software. Basically as an internal pool, I mean whatever the tools they are using, internal ISIMs or probably internal database, whatever they have, they are just adding those particular this feature in that particular ATS itself. Then we again, these HR technologies are used for the performance management of the employees. So whenever we calculate and we evaluate the performance, so starting from their goal setting to ending the performance, basically these tools are helping to the organization for the fair assessment of the employees, and these are very helpful tools. Now coming into the employee engagement activities, since we have been working into the multiple places, we are working virtually in the hybrid process. So these employee engagement processes are also uh, dealt by these HR technologies. We have lots of platforms available. So based on those platforms, we are just providing the employee engagement facility as well. Moving to a learning development also. So learning developments also earlier, probably we were less focused toward the learning and development area, or probably we were conducting some offline training program to the employees. But now, to make sure everybody is able to attain those program and everybody is able to learn time to time as per their need, or probably as per their timing also, because employees nowadays, the culture has been changed. We are not working only a 9 to 6 kind of culture in the organization. We are working in the very diversified, the timing, we have flexibility in the organization. So probably you are connected with some project, you don't have a time to join some training program in that particular timing. So these basically platforms are already available inside the organization. So how they are helping, they have aligned the training for you, and as per your timing, you can just complete those training programs. So probably this is going to save your timing, but of course some mandatory training that you have to complete it with the help of those training time to time as per your need. You have available sources. You can learn more how you can improve yourself. You can upgrade or upskill yourself with the help of those platforms by using those training programs. So these are the basically, I must say, these are different, the area where HR technologies are used by the organization. Nothing has been unserved. When we talk about the HR, every area of the HR has been covered by the HR technologies. This has been improved overall culture of the organization. Now, moving to a trend of HR technologies. So, as I have already told you how the trend came toward moving from the on-premises system to the cloud platform. As soon as this COVID-19 came in the picture, so initially, of course, it was not easy to adopt the technologies because there are certain organizations where they were very much dependent on the offline work. They were very much dependent on the on-premises system. But now you can see everything is possible online. There are all the organization moving because there's a lots of software available in the market where they are providing a best solutions, and every processes are moving toward the cloud platforms, or I must say system based or online platforms where it's make our life easy. It's not required always to go to the office. But again, as you might have a thought that why companies are calling coming to office, so it's not only the reason of that you should use or probably you have to work on premises. It required, because when we talk about the people connect, this is also one of the important area, and this comes when you have an in-person connect. So that is also one reason where organization want to make a balance among the people where they have a proper emotional connect with the people, with the team. At the same time, they are well versed about the technologies. They are using different platform time to time, just for the users. Every organization conducting lots of training whenever they have any new software available. They provide proper training programs to the employees by which they are well aware that how we can use those technologies. So every process, as I said, now the trend has been moved to from the premises system to a cloud platform. Second, I will talk about the human resource capital management, or HRIS, HRMS. Basically, these terms are not very different from each other, but I will talk about these terms in detail. Third would be a people analytics, and fourth will be AI and human resource. So these are the different area basically. Those are helping nowadays the whole HR processes, whole human resource process to develop, to improve, to organized, and to make ourselves more automated and to uh, have a better work-life balance. Uh, I must say to implement overall system. I mean to implement the our strategies and little more thoughtful, or probably it's make life easy with the help of AI. Of course, if you all aware now, the AI is improving a lot. Okay, so before coming back to my topics, I'll start since I have already discussed about the migration. I will be starting from the human resource capital management. So I'm not sure that how much from you that aware about the, or probably you have heard about the term of human capital management, right? So when we talk about the human capital management, so it's this is the term which includes everything. It's not a single term. This came now the recently, earlier we have been majorly talking about the different SCM human, basically it was I must say different other processes of HRIS earlier we were talking about, but now what we have a one software available in the market which includes all the processes available related to the human resource. Earlier, there was lots of different software. Initially, ATS came in the system that's called applicants tracking system, right? So initially, this was available. So which was more helpful for the use of the recruitment cycle, but it was not helping to the organization to cover rest of their strategies. Like when we talk about the onboarding processes, performance management, training and development, payroll process, and compensations or travel management. So there's a lots of process that we have in HR. It doesn't include only a recruitment process. So earlier it was limited with this. I'm in terms of the features, I must say. And but now when we talk about human capital management process, this includes it's kind of bucket which includes variety of the business function. It covers most of the business function. It's not related to the service industry. These SCM basically are developed considering lots of diversified industries, and they are treating employers as assets, right? So basically, when we talk about they are treating employers as assets, in short, they generally automate all the process with the integrated software. So probably there are lots of software already available in the organization. So these other software we are integrating with the existing software, and then we can easily pull the all the employees together. I mean all the records what we have, employee database, or probably a talent management system what we have. So these STM systems basically help to improve the automation of the overall process. Now moving to a SCM versus HRIS and HRMS. So when we talk about SCM, so these are basically it's not HRIS or HRMS. It's not a different term. I am not going to say these are a different, because there's a little differences in terms of the name. Earlier, people and the organization more focused toward the human resource information system. Probably these were more focused toward the database. And again, HRMS was a human resource management system. So these tools were more focused toward the data, or probably some of the part of the human resource. But as I have told you that we have SCM, then in the place. So this is the new term begin and displace both the terms in the recent years. So now we kept all the software. So we have developed already we have a software available in the markets. Those have covered all the areas. So these are certain example. Those are used by the organization. So different companies using different software to improve their functions, like the Bamboo HR, Workday. It's very much used. Workday is a very much familiar and used by a multiple MNCs. ADP is also, it's a majorly, if you see, related to the payroll process. So ADP is more focused toward the payroll. Ceridian is also more focused toward the payroll. Oracle is a platform which includes. So this is also Oracle. I must say it's a very the nowadays it's a very developing, or probably it's a very available software or platform where people are well, this is the platform where every companies are adopting and using their different work practices. So they are moving from, earlier they had a different other platforms, now they are moving to their all the practices or system toward the Oracle. So they are adopting this using, and they are providing training to their employee by which they can also use the Oracle. So Oracle based software they are probably using much more comparing to others. So SAP success factors is also very well was used software. People strong is also providing one of the a good software, or I must say this is available HRIS, where we have whole process available. So it provides starting from the recruitment process to ending up of your employee exit. So when we talk about the overall employee cycle, these are the software which covering major time overall employee cycle. Now we will talk about what exactly a people analytics, because the second thing what we were, because this is another technologies, because we have already spoken about the different HRIS that we have been using in the practices in the different organization nowadays. And uh, now the companies are more automated, so we also need to upgrade ourselves based on the organization need. If we want to grow with the organization, we have to be aware about all those practices of used by the companies if we want to grow with the different organization. And we have to understand what exactly these practices are used for, because some of us probably maybe trying to grow with the organization as a recruiter, some of you may be planning to grow as an onboarding specialist, there's a business partner, so probably performance management, payroll people. So whenever we are going for any of the stream, we have to ensure that we aware about the market trend also. We have to upgrade ourselves, we have to upskill ourselves, then only we will be able to meet to the competitive market. And these upskilling making ourselves little different from the other crowd which is available in the market. So now moving back to, I'm just coming back to my topic of what is the people analytics, because the next thing that I told you that we have a people analytics. People analytics basically, when we talk, it's a well known human resource analytics and talent analytics. Is used for a data analysis of the candidate and employee issues to understand their effect on the business goals and evaluate the effectiveness of HR initiatives. So when ideally, I must say the people analytics leads to a better data driven decision making. How it is helping? Because when we talk about any processes, let's take example of performance management. So whenever we talk about the performance management, we should have a database, because we can't say and directly we are talking to a people and we are saying you are doing good, you are doing a bad job. Because before, as an organization, we should know what exactly is going around. We should know, we should have a proper data about it. And how we will get this data, it's not nowadays. If we have a smaller group of people, then probably it would be easy, still easy for us to make a data. But when you have a bigger organization or mid-sized companies, probably 10,000 employees, and you are working as a HR business partner for any organization, then it would not be easy to get the data, or I mean just prepare all those data. So earlier what was happening, whenever we are making in reports, there was few manual data, we were taking few manual feedback, and based on that we were just creating and making an assessment of the employee. So what was the drawback of those things? That it was a sometime perception based data. I mean, we were making a perception about the people. There are sometimes it can be an error also, human error. But when we talk about different software, this reduce the possibility of the error making in the data. So whatever the database we have, whatever the the software we are using here, so companies now move purely into using a different analytics. I mean the different kind of tools. Those tools are helping to the organization to giving a proper data of the employee, and basis on the proper data they are able to take a decision of the employee. It can be related to their performance, it can be related to their increment, it can be related to probably a promotion of the employee. So there's a lots of activities those are dependent on the data, so this needs to be very correct for any organization. So that is the one reason and how the organization are moving toward more data driven, and these software basically helping us to make process more easy, more, I mean it is a biasless process also, I must say, and there is a very less possibility to make a error. As a human there's always possibility, we may have lots of the error possibility, we may make a mistakes there, but when we go with the software, so this reduce the possibility, and sometime probably you must say it's a 0% of probability of having the error. Then so this help us to taking a decision also very wisely. These are I will be sharing some of the most popular used tool of people analytics for your knowledge, by which you should know that what are different tools available in the market with the companies are used to. So when we talk about the tools related to the data, nowadays Tableau is also very, Tableau and Power BI. So maximum organization, Excel is of course every company is using when we talk about the Excel. So starting from the basic Excel to advanced Excel feature. So overall, Microsoft Excel, when we talk about, it includes lots of feature already available, different, the macros, formulas, and different things what we have. But from the Excel to a more automated process as we move with the help of the Power BI. So now we have a Power BI, which is more automated, giving more automated reports to us. We have a Python also, we have a Tableau. Our Studio is also one of the well used software or technology, I would say, that is, used by our organization. Orange data mining is also one of the technology used by a organization. So these are a different example where the companies, so as a students or probably as an individual when we are growing, or probably we have a career prospect, we are planning our succession in the market, we should have awareness about the availability of the resources by which we can just present ourselves more in a better way, because now HRs are not limited with the only hiring, only payrolling, and the rest of the part. There's a very important role what we have of the HR nowadays, an emerging role, I must say. So that is related to the HR analytics. So how these analytics are basically involved to prepare whole database of the organization. They provide overall review or probably insight about the companies to the employer or to the organization, that how the company is performing. So it's not easy to prepare all those reports only with the help of Excel. These software helping those analytics basically to give the better and accurate data, better insight, and they are able to, because if you'll go with the different sites, if probably we want to go with the insight about the different companies available in their website, or probably available in their LinkedIn platforms, if you need to go with the company overviews and all. So you can see that those inside those few specific numbers in terms of the revenues, in terms of the employee size, their performance, what was the data in 2020, what was the data in 2022. So how those, the how those basically the numbers are coming. So few HR analytics are involved to prepare those reports. And these tools are helping them to give the proper data. Now moving to my last agenda that we have been talking about, which is AI in a human resource. So hopefully we all know about the AI, what exactly this is, artificial intelligence. One of the booming feature, one of the booming technology nowadays, and every companies are adopting. So beats, and this AI is not limited only with the data related things. It's not only limited with the technologies, but now this artificial intelligence is involved in all the area. There would be a time very soon we are adopting these technologies in whole end-to-end recruitment cycle. This has been already in the place. Company moving from the simple manual process to a AI based process. We understand that humans are always involved, but how the AI work? So what exactly the AI? So when we talk about the artificial intelligence, they have basically this is a software which has the ability of the to think and learn. This is the ability of the computer basically, which can think as a human and who can learn as per the mindset and to getting a data from the human mind, I mean human behavior, and they learn different activities basis on the different features or different the data we get from the human mind. So this is a computer who already have, this is called artificial intelligence. This is very much helping in all the area, whether it's recruitment process, whether it's a payrolling, whether it's a chatbots and different other features what we have nowadays. What is happening, companies has developed various features. Those features are related to the chatbots features basically, and these are aligned with the artificial intelligence. So these chatbots basically, these are your helping partner whenever you have your queries. So as a human, probably you don't have available. Earlier what we were doing, whenever we had a query, we were looking for some the aligned spot or probably some HR or some other help desk people. Those can help with the queries, because probably if in case we are joining as a new employee or we are already existing employee of the organization, we might have a query related to our uh, performance process, or probably we have a query related to certain booking process, we have query related to our other attendance process or some other reason. Also there's lots of area of the HR that has been covered here. So these chatbots, which is aligned with the feature of artificial intelligence, they are always available to give you the better solution on time, and they are actively available. So now companies are moving toward the AI. That is also one of the technologies where companies are adopting in all the area. They are implementing those AI. So these are the application of AI in the HR. Different areas. You can see the recruitment and the hiring process, as we have already discussed. This help you to write an email. This will help you to source the profile also, and probably say, sharing and sending an email also, booking a slots, scheduling interviews. So these AIs are helping you in all the steps of the recruitment process. And companies now, there's lots of MNCs has already adopted this culture. So now the process will not be as simpler as we had earlier. That it is not going to be so simple. We have to be little more techno based if we want to grow with the organization. We have to be ready to adopt those technologies. If we are already have those willingness to learn, if we already know about those technologies, we will be very much going to be, we will adopt these technologies sooner, and we can just again available as a competitor or probably out of the crowd, because we can't just, you can see there's a lots of people available in the market, lots of relevant people available in the market. So how we can make ourselves different from other available people? We have to upskill ourselves with the latest uses of the organization, then only we can sell out. Because when we talk about, whenever we are going to a market, whenever we are going to a corporate, we need to sell ourselves. And how we can sell ourselves? When we have a better feature. So it's a kind of selling ourselves whenever we are going for adopting or probably applying a job. So we need to ensure that as we go for any product as a user, we always look for a better feature. So we also need to, as in, we are also a product. And when we are going to a market to selling ourselves, we also need to upskill ourselves as per the available technologies. The second is onboarding and offboarding. So when we talk about onboarding, this includes all initial process, initial joining formalities of the employees, where this AI application helping to HR. Offboarding formalities, when we're talking about, this includes all exit process of the employees. Whenever employee give the resignation to the organization, there are lots of process involved related to the exit of the employee. These AI technology, these artificial technologies are helping to the HR in these areas as well. Workforce planning as well. So whenever we are hiring any employee in the organization, this is not something, in a general we say that we need 100 people, we need 50 people. It's required lots of workforce planning, because every workforce, every employee associated with some cost. And before just investing any money in any of the employee, we have to ensure that we have that need for those particular number of employee. So to understand those needs, we have to understand the business requirement also. We have to ensure that for this particular business requirement, how many number of people we have to allocate for the particular business. And for the allocation process, lots of data mining or probably lots of work we has to do. So this AI feature help HR to do those workforce planning very well, and this make all process very automated and organized way and easy for us. The fourth is HR chatbots. As I have already discussed about HR chatbots, these are a virtual assistants. Those has been nowadays every companies have. So we have easily, for example, we have a travel management desk in the organization, and I want to book a transport immediately. I don't want to go in the company sites where I will go and I'll click everything. So I can simply type to my chat box that I need help to booking my cab. They will give you some examples. They'll give you some suggestions probably at what time you want to book your cab, what were the previous history basis on the history or your preferences and all. They can easily do that. So it is a basically a virtual assistance. These are a virtual people, you may say. Help. This is a virtual help desk for yourself. This make your process very easy, and these are, the solution provider. So how these are helping? We don't need, the people to allocate for help desk here, because AI, artificial intelligence, is helping us working as a HR chat box or working as a virtual assistant based on the need of the employee. Fifth, we are talking about learning and development. This is a very important area for upskilling of the employee, and these AI, artificial intelligence, helping employee to improve on this area as well. So this is one of the the important area that we need to work. When we talk about the employee, going back just before coming on the future of these technologies on, so these learning programs basically are aligned with the organization. There are lots of, the learning programs we have which we need to complete on time, and so we need to ensure. So we have these artificial intelligence, they are helping to align or probably remind you about those learning programs, how they are helping you. Or this may probably they can block your calendar for creating or just using those learning programs, or they can give you the suggestion also basis on your needs, that what all different learning programs available in the organization which you can use and upskill yourself, upgrade yourself. So how these basically AI tools are helping you. Now, so I have covered all the technologies basically, which is very much useful and very much nowadays used by a multiple organization, since we are looking forward to grow with the companies, we are looking to make our career with the corporate. So we have to understand the need of us, we have to understand nowadays how the companies, they have their mindsets also, how the companies are automated. We also need to be little automated, we need to make sure that we are little upskilled based on their requirements. How we can do that, we can, there's lots of the platforms, those are online platforms available where we can learn few small things by using different seminars, or lots of the free learning programs are also available in the sites that may help you. For example, we can take example of Excel also, so we can upgrade or upskill ourselves other than the study or your courses over the Excel part. That, because whenever you are coming with some additional skill sets or adding a value, because every organization want an employee who is adding value to their organization, so you also need to ensure that how you are going to add a value toward the organization. Then only you will be able to grab the opportunity, then only you will be able to come out from the crowd. Okay, so it's just the last few things that I will be covering here, as we have discussed about different latest technologies, different trends that we have been adopting as a culture of the corporates and organization. So for 24 and beyond, so how the companies there, the trend is going to be, how we have to ensure and make ourselves ready. So we can see that the by improving the entire employee experience. So how the organizations are more focused, their more focused area is improving the entire employee experience. When we talk about the employee experience, this includes starting from whenever we are talking as a recruiter, or probably we are doing any hiring, right? So when we speak with the any candidate, so what is their expectation till the hiring process, or when employee join the organization, after joining as well, how we can give a better experience to the employee in the different stages, whether it's the interview process, whether it's related to their joining process, their offer process, or certain other providing different information to the employee. So how we can improve overall cycle, so companies will be more focused nowadays, they are already working, and the further they are going to focus on this area. And the second would be retaining employee with upskilling, reskilling, and ongoing learning. So when we talk about the upskilling, this is the basically the skill sets you don't have, and they are adding some of the additional skills by providing different trainings. For example, certain technologies you are not aware about, but based on the organization training, you have added those technologies as a skill sets in your profile. And again, reskillings, we already have those technology knowledge, but just based on the different the certain persistent training programs, we can improving, and we are persistent, and we are improving all those skills. Then third focus will be ongoing learning. So we are not here leaving employee only after the upskilling of the employee. We have to ensure they have an ongoing learning process. So this is going to be focused for the future of the corporates. Supporting different work model, which can be a report hybrid work model. So though companies are working in the mixed kind of culture, they have back to office culture also nowadays, but they will be going to follow a little mixed trend, right? To see people can be little flexible, because that gives them the kind of urge where they can just perform better. So companies are working on those area, and probably based on a different research, their technology trends points would be toward giving the more benefits where they have a more work life balance, demonstrating a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is also one of the important feature when we talk about the diversity. Organizations are very much focused nowadays, working with the equality, working with the diversity. When we talk about the diversity, it doesn't sense only related to the gender diversity. It includes everything other than gender. Diversity is sense for disability also, right? Diversity stands for multicultural also, right? So organizations are nowadays very focused, just working on this area where we have a diversified culture, we have a diversified people available. It can be related to different gender, right? Or it can be related to different inability or some other area also. Now using AI strategically, since this is a new technologies in the market, but very soon it is going to be a very used to for every organization. For now, in the current scenario, it has been used by a bigger company majorly. It very slowly and gradually it will be moving to a mid-sized organization. Of course, very soon the smaller groups will be adopting these technologies. So we have to ensure that we are already ready to adopt those technologies. Making data driven decision, companies are not going to take the decision based on their biasness, based on only a discussions, giving basis on the recommendations. These decisions would be major from the data driven. And this is a good part, that it is going to be a biasless decision. And AI feature is very useful to give you the biasless decision, right? People are not biased because AI, artificial intelligence, are not biased. They don't know you are my friend, you are not my friends. They'll be working as per the availability of the resources, availability of the data given there. They will take a decision. Adopting a cloud based HR system. So now we have lots of shared drives. We have to ensure that we are not breaking our different policies and different practices we are adopting nowadays in the organization. So overall, companies working to upskill their overall culture by they are more automated. So this is all about what we have for working with the organization, and these are the trends, these are different technologies that we have. Hopefully these things is going to help you, to all of you, by using that, how the technologies are available. When you will be going to a market, when you'll be going to a different organization for the job opportunity, you will not be a new to understand these things. You will be very much aware that what is happening around, the real world. This is all about, comes from my real experience. So if you have any query, anybody have any question about it, I would be happy to answer those questions. Any query, any
Okay.
suggestions related to this? Yeah.
Shweta, to be very honest, it's a great opportunity from to hear from you about the new technologies and new tools. This is Indresh. I am one of the founder of Deltron Technologies, and I would like to thank you so much, Shweta, about this webinar. And I hope we can take more time, but I know that you have a lot of time crunches, so we will going to leave over here. Okay. And guys, if you have any questions, any queries, like if you want to know further about this process, like how the HR can be impacted in future by the AI and all, so you can reach out us at any point of time. You can just coordinate with Chirag. I think Chirag, you are in touch with Shivangi ma'am, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can directly coordinate with Chirag. And Chirag, if you have any, you have shared the feedback form also. If there is an option, like if you have any question, you can mention over there, and every question will be replied to you. Okay.
Sure.
And on behalf of Delton Technologies, we're going to provide you the certificate also to attending this seminar that might help you in future for your campus placements and all, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Rag. If you guys have any questions, please get back to us through the survey form, and we will be happy to reply you on each and every point. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Shweta. I will get back to you after this call. Okay. And thank you so much, Chirag, for conducting us such a good seminar. with a lot of good people, right? Thank you so
Thanks,
much and have a
Indresh.
great day.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye.